there, welcome to our channel. We are Rich, Christy, and Tyler. And this is our home, a catamaran sailboat named Sail Pending. Travel along with us and sail on Sail Pending. Our daughter Casey has decided to come visit us in the Turks and Caicos for Easter. A pretty decent weather window has opened up, so we're looking forward to a nice 80-mile sail north. Our first stop is Big Sand Key, which is a small sandy spit about 16 miles south of Grand Turk. Crossing will take us through some of the deepest water that we've ever sailed through. Some of the depths are over 13,000 feet deep. And Big Sand Key is a small, remote island that is surrounded by water that's over a mile deep. Before we head off, we have to get fuel in both the dinghy and the big boat. There's not a fuel dock in Luperon, so we have to get Papo to deliver the fuel with his boat. And they siphon it from the big container the old-fashioned way. Papa will also take your propane tanks and refill them for you. Now it's time to get diesel and Sail Pending.
I had a special boat for this group. When somebody called me for 100 or 200, I don't bring the big tank.
Pump, yeah.
I have a pump, manual pump.
While Rich is making sure that the boats have fuel, I'm making sure that we have fuel for the crossing. We always try to do some type of comfort food that's easy to cook on the go. So today I'm preparing a lasagna, and tomorrow night while we're underway, all I have to do is stick it in the oven about an hour before we want to eat. We also always have hard-boiled eggs on board during a crossing. They're easy to eat and a really good source of protein. Well, it's about 9 a.m. on the day that we're trying to leave, and we're headed to the Port Authority to get a despacho. This was the wrong place to start. We needed to start at immigration.
All right, we're off to immigration.
After about an hour filling out paperwork at immigration, then it was time to go to the Port Authority. After another hour of filling out paperwork at the Port Authority, it was now time to go to the Navy.
We go to the Navy, which is up the hill. We got our stack of papers in triplicate. Navy?
¿Comandante?
Sí.
No sé si estará bueno, pero si no hay que irse por allá. Check in.
Check out.
A ver si se puede.
Check out.
Sí.
So up there?
Ahí la marina.
Okay.
Comandante.
Okay, gracias. Go over the bridge. Okay.
All right. So there's the bridge we have to go over.
Okay.
Needless to say, we were not going to try to cross the bridge. So some guy came along and started yelling up for the Navy to come down.
No está?
No,
Okay, no aquí.
no hay. Tienen que ser a portuaria. Autoridad portuaria.
A portuaria.
Sí, aquí.
Okay, back to the portuaria.
Now it was back to the Port Authority.
It's a good thing we started this morning. We're supposed to leave tonight, so I'm thinking maybe this was a good thing. We started this about 9 o'clock. It's got to be like
11.
11.
back in here for the third time. And now everybody's standing around and has no idea where the commandant is.
Would they behave differently?
Saw a kid walking around up on the hill at the Navy station, so we thought we'd take a walk back over there and see if anybody was around.
Hola! He's on his phone. Let's go back and lock up the dinghy while I'm thinking of it, because the key is in it.
The reason the dinghy is not locked to begin with was because the commandant was using it to go around to other boats this morning.
So we're still not officially checked out. The commandant has to sign our papers, but he's nowhere to be found. Not really sure what's going on. Nobody seems to know where he is. So far we had to pay for an extension 1 to 3 months, which was 2,500
Pesos
pesos each person, so 7,500, and then we had to pay the port charges of $30 US. So we're slowly running out of money. We thought we had some extra money, but now we're wondering if we even have enough money. But hopefully one more bit of paperwork and then we're officially checked out. So
But we
we'll
have
see.
to find the commandant
Right.
first. We have to find him.
We're gonna go lock up our dinghy since we let them use it,
Yes.
and then we're gonna go into town. Oh, by the way, they want us to go into town and make copies of our passport with his stamp and our boat papers.
Yes.
So their
So-
copy machine is broken. So, well, we're back at the dinghy dock, but our dinghy's not here.
We came back to lock it
I
up
was gonna lock it up.
because the customs guy told us that it's back. Well,
Not back. So it's about 30 minutes later. We're still waiting for our dinghy. Appears now they're going to make some phone calls and try to figure out where it is. There's no sign of the commandant either.
45 minutes after we originally arrive at the dinghy dock, our dinghy finally arrives. And everybody is there, and we just thought we would hop back in the dinghy, go back to the boat, and be all checked out. But no, it doesn't work that way. Once we told him we had to still make copies, he told us that when we were done making copies, they would come out to the boat. So let's go find the place to make copies.
Sent us out on a goose chase. So let's see how this works out.
At least there's a copying machine. This is a good sign.
Do you make copies?
Vamos a casa.
Okay.
The copy was so bad you couldn't even read it. And the machine took so long to make one copy. So now we walk back to the dock and we're yelling to the Navy guy up on the hill to let him know that we're back. Then we walk over to immigrations and just hope that they take the copies that we just had made. They must be used to copies that aren't very good because they took them with no problems. Well, now we're just sitting in the shade and we are waiting for the commandant to arrive.
The Navy.
The Navy guy.
Yeah.
So,
He's up on the hill. He saw us.
yeah. So how long do you think it's going to be?
I think it'll be pretty quick. I think he knows that we've gotten tired.
Oh, I'm giving it, I bet you it will be an hour. It will be an hour, I'm sure. All right, we'll let you know.
Yep.
It took about 45 minutes before everybody was ready and came to the boat. Completed the rest of the paperwork on the boat, looked around, make sure we didn't have any stowaways, and then they were gone. To check out of the Dominican Republic, it took a little over 5 hours. We have checked out of 13 countries in the past 12 months, and this process in the Dominican Republic was definitely the least organized. We spent 10 wonderful weeks exploring the Dominican Republic, and on the last day we have to have this experience. Well, thanks for following along on our journey. Next up is the Turks and Caicos.